Welcome to the URT. This is the URT. You are the URT. Big up the URT. Smash a like for the URT. We got something to discuss, man. This club is a disgrace. Already Carrick, and they're treating him like shit. They're saying that he can't sign anybody to help him. And then now they want to send Collyer on loan. Why don't you keep Collyer? Just bring him off the suspend. When Casemiro gets bring Collyer on. That and more, people. That and more coming up on this show, tonight's show. We'll see you after this intro, but we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about these dickheads in charge of this football club. These dickheads, not anything can happen in the next 16 games. He needs more reinforcement in midfield. That's what he needs. Sort it out. But anyway, we'll catch you after this. This is the URT. Big up the URT. Big up, people. How we doing? Big up the URT. Big up. Love. Listen, tomorrow I'm going to make a video about what's going on about the AFCON. The Moroccan government, Moroccan FA are now taking Senegal to court. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here, man? This is a disgrace, honestly. The Moroccan FA are the biggest sore losers ever, man. What are they doing? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. So we find out who let rip tonight. No, we don't find out. I'll send the link to the boys, but nobody was gonna know. Fartgate. Who did the Fartgate? What's the latest? Yeah. And the latest news on Fartgate. I've sent them all. I've asked them who's done it. Who's done it? Who's done it? Jump on. Jump on. Mike. Yes, Mike. Big up to Mike. Yeah, jump on, man. Jump on, bro. Live now. Yeah, big up. Last night we had a Fartgate, people. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Fartgate. We had Fartgate last night. So, yeah. Big up. We still don't know who did it. We still don't know who did it, people. We still don't know who did it. But we're going to be talking about players tonight. That's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the midfield. Amongst all the giddiness, we're so happy about what happened. We're so happy about what happened on Saturday. Manchester United beat Man City convincingly. Last night they got smashed by bloody Boldo Glimp. Two teams, Boldo and Glimp, smashed them both. But yeah, big up King Sol. Hope you well. Where the reviews really shadow banned by the anything you can do. Where are viewers that really have shadow banned you, man? Is there anything you can do? Listen, something we can do. We just here. We just say I'm not going to give up, because the more they shadow ban me, the more I'm going to continue. But yeah, people, we're going to be talking about Manchester United transfer window tonight. We all know that regardless of the result that we got on Saturday, we still need reinforcements in midfield. A lot of you have given up on Ugarte. We're hearing Ugarte now wanted by Ajax and other teams. And Ugarte maybe not having any future. Fabrizio Romano came out and said United are in the market, maybe try to get a loan. We talked about it last night. We talked about the players. We talked about Loftus-Cheek. We talked about the possible players. But Collyer is still at Manchester United, but apparently Collyer is now going on loan. And I'm like, no, Collyer doesn't need to go on loan. Manchester United need to keep Collyer. Manchester United need to keep Collyer. Because Manchester United are not going to sign anybody to help Michael Carrick. They're not going to help Michael Carrick. So Collyer has to stay. Collyer has to stay. Collyer has to stay. That's what needs to be done. Collyer has to stay. It's simple as that. Because Collyer will at least come off the bench and give the team a bit more energy and a bit more fight. Collyer, remember when Collyer came on against Arsenal last season away in the FA Cup? He put on a fantastic performance. He was everywhere. So he's got it in him. So I'd rather, if you're not going to, just keep Collyer. You need to keep Collyer. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, people. Keep Collyer. Collyer, you must keep Collyer. No, he doesn't need to play regularly, man. We need him now. He can go on loan next season and Manchester United sign other midfielders. Or he can go somewhere and play proper football and leave the football club if these clowns think he's not good enough. But what I'm trying to say to you is that we can get an injury or 2 injuries, and then midfield is done out here. And now they're not going to get anybody on loan or sign anybody for Michael Carrick till the end of the season. So he needs to stay here. He needs to stay here. So that's what we want. That's what Collyer wants. Collyer needs to stay here because we already know that Casemiro gasses out after what? After 55 minutes. He gasses out after 55 minutes. So Collyer can come on and do a job for the team. We saw it last season. At the end of the FA Cup, we saw it. We saw it away at Arsenal. We saw it. So don't chat shit to me. Collyer, he doesn't need to play football. He can leave at the end of in the summer. He can leave when Manchester United sign their proper midfield reinforcements. Yeah, listen, it's hard for me to rate any player in the midfielders from that league, man. Other than Barella. Barella, I rate Barella. I think Barella is an amazing player. I don't really rate that many midfielders from that league because that's a walking league. Nah, I'm not disappointed at all. I'm not disappointed. Why am I disappointed? I'm really disappointed. Why are you disappointed? Losing like that makes me want to doubt him more. And listen, have you seen the budget on Marseille? Have you seen Marseille get loanees and get young players? And it's got a mishmash of old players and young players. Marseille don't have money. So he's doing the best that he can there. That doesn't. Liverpool's away record in the Champions League is tremendous. Liverpool's away record in the Champions League is really good. It's really good. Liverpool play better in the Champions League than they do in the Premier League. Look at their record. So I'm not asked. I'm not bothered about what he can do there because it's a different context. Nah, man, I'm not hearing about him being injury prone, man. How bad is his injuries? Let me have a look. Toby Collyer. Toby Collyer. Injury history. Yeah, he got injured. He got a calf strain against Birmingham. And then, you know, it disturbed his loan, resulting in a call back to Manchester United. So I don't know what was going on. Yeah, he's had a couple of injuries. He got injured one. He was out April and then he came back in May. He had a few knocks here and there to keep him out. It's not something serious. So for me, I've seen what I've seen against. If you go and watch, big up Saeed for the raid. I've seen enough to see that Collyer can do a job if these bums at this football club are not going to get any midfield reinforcements that can help Michael Carrick. That can help Michael Carrick. That's what I'm talking about, people. I'm here to talk about David Ornstein coming out and saying Manchester United are not signing anybody. So why the F are we sending Toby Collyer on loan when Toby Collyer can do a job like he did last season in the FA Cup against Arsenal when we were down to 10 men? He did a job for the Cup Football Club. He can do that job. Casemiro gasses out after 55 minutes. So if these bums, if the Barada, Potato, and Weetabix Wilcox are not getting him any reinforcements to help him in these last 16 games, if they want Champions League football, then you keep Toby Collyer. Big up to A for the raid, by the way. You keep Toby Collyer. It's simple as that, people. You keep Toby Collyer, you keep him. And then what you do is you have him as the first sub to come on. Because some of you don't rate Ugarte. Some of you think Ugarte stinks. So why don't Carrick look at the bench and go, you know what, Toby Collyer, do this. Do this. Casemiro, you gassed out after 55 minutes. You're a liability. Get off the pitch. It's simple as, because these bums, these owners, and this board is not signing anybody for Michael Carrick. And if you want to help Michael Carrick should be the guy who decides that if Toby Collyer should go on loan or not. He should be the guy. If Michael Carrick comes out and says, you know what, Toby, actually, you need the loan. Maybe you need to go and play football. Then fair enough. Then Michael Carrick can, if you get injuries in midfield, especially when you got people that can get injured. Kobe was injured for the past 16 months. He's got injury, a couple of injuries. Casemiro can get injured. He can get injured. Especially if he's gassing out after 55 minutes, 60 minutes. So, Toby Collyer, I'm not saying Toby Collyer should be a starter. I'm telling you, he should be an option that comes off the bench. He should be a option that comes off the bench. Why is that? Because we've seen him do it for this football club. We saw him when Manchester United are down to 10 men, him come on and help us to get the game into extra time and penalties. Yes. Yes, we saw that. I saw that with my own eyes. Big up to A for the raid. That's what we saw. That's what we saw. So we know, yeah, people are saying Ugarte is a wash. People have given up on Ugarte. But they need to give Carrick another option on the bench. Kone's already gone. He's gone already. He's out the door already. Kone's already done. Right? So Collyer should stay till the end of the season. And in the summer, the club, if they don't rate him, should sell him. But you can't just leave Manchester United. Now that we're playing 3, we're not playing 2 anymore. We're playing 3, right, in midfield. So Manchester United need to get somebody, need to have Toby Collyer who can do a job. He can do a job because you all saw it. You all saw him against Arsenal. Tough away game in the FA Cup. Rolled his sleeves up, came on the football pitch and was fantastic. On the ball, off the ball. Yes. Yes. Big up people. I like the video, man. Like the video. There's 400 of us in here. Like the effing video. It costs you absolutely nothing. I'm going to ask you, the community now. Should Manchester United keep Toby Collyer? Yes or no? That's the question we're asking. It's a simple question, people. Should Manchester United keep Toby Collyer if they're not signing, when they're not signing anybody else? That is the question. It's a simple question. It's a simple question. So please get involved. Because it's not like we don't know what he's doing. It's not like that. We saw him do it. We saw him do it in a Manchester United shirt. In a tough away game, we were down to 10 men. He came on as a sub, and he did a job for the club. Should we stop the loan? We need to stop the loan. Keep Collyer. If you are not signing a midfielder to help Carrick, No, actually, I'll just ask this. Should we keep Collyer? Keep Collyer. Because this club is not signing a midfielder. A midfielder. That's the question. That's the question, people. Yay or nay? Get involved in the poll. And also smash a like on the video while you're there as well. Also, smash the like. It costs you nothing. Smash a like. And help us against the shadow ban. We're shadow ban people. Smash the likes and subscribe. And subscribe if you're new. Simple as, people. There we go. Answer the question, people. That's what I need to know. Answer the question. Answer the question. Should Manchester United keep Collyer? That's what I want to know. Get involved in the vote. We're shadow ban people because we refuse to give up on our humanity. So the least you could do is like the video. Let's get to 200 likes ASAP. Let's do it together, people. Let's do it together. Let's do it together, people. Let's do it together. Glinios out always. Glinios out. Because there's no point. God forbid, Casemiro can get injured. Ugarte can get injured, even though you don't rate him. Kobe can get injured. And then we're short in midfield. And then it's got no options of the bench to refresh it. So go and keep Collyer, because he's way ahead of the what do you call it? Of the what they call the two twins, the two Fletchers. He's way ahead of them. He's way ahead of them. He is way ahead of them. So you keep him. And then you can sell him, make a decision on him in the summer. You keep him because Manchester United need to play 16 more games. And we already know, every one of you knows and saw it with your own eyes. After 60 minutes, Casemiro gasses out. After 60 minutes, Casemiro gasses out. And we don't need to know what Collyer... We know what Collyer can do. Collyer is going to give you... Going to put in the yards that needed to protect the defense. It's going to be good on the ball. He's going to be good on the counter. We've already seen him what he can do. We've seen what he can do. So let's get to 200 likes, SAP people. Let me see already. Yes, there we go. 20 of you voted already. 20%, yeah, 80% of you agree. Because these bums, Potato Barada, Wilco Weetabix, David Ornstein has said they've got no plans to sign anybody. They're waiting for their summer targets. They said they'd only sign somebody. This is what they said. Look at this, how stupid this is. If any of the players that they're potentially in for in the summer, if another club goes for them, then they'll have to move. What kind of bullshit is that? Please explain to me. I read the David Ornstein article. So Manchester United as a football, this is what of a fucking joke we are. This is why this football club is a joke. Structurally, this football club is such a joke. They said, let me repeat, they said Manchester United will move for any of their summer targets if somebody tries to go for them in January. What the F are we doing here? That sounds like the most clownish shit ever. Imagine you like somebody. You fancy them. You'll go, oh, I'm not going to go for you. Instead of going and being brave and asking that somebody out. Asking that woman out, that girl out. Being open, honest, not being creepy. Being, transparent in somebody's face. You're like, well, if that person who likes them goes for them, then I'll ask them out. Why is it dependent on what other football clubs do? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Why are Manchester United saying, well, if some of our potential targets in the summer, if somebody goes for them, then we will try to put a bid in like they did with Semenya. Because City went in for him. They're like, oh, we've got money to buy Semenya. It's too late. It's too late. That player is going to go. Why did you wait till somebody else came in for me? Why couldn't you come in for me right there and then? What are we doing here, people? This is the clownish football club we have. Do you understand? Do you guys understand what I'm saying to you? This is the clownish football club. This is the football structure we have. These are the owners that we have. If Michael Carrick gets 4th or gets 5th or gets Champions League, it's going to be a fucking miracle. It will be a fucking miracle. It will be a miracle. It will be a miracle. Because with owners and a football structure like this, that is absolute clownish. It's clownish. We will only sign. Let me repeat slowly for you guys. This is what Manchester United football structure are saying. Manchester United. If anybody goes for any of our summer targets, then we'll put a bid in for that player. What are you talking about? Why is it dependent on what other football clubs do? If you want a player and you think that player can help out the interim manager, Michael Carrick, then you go and get him. Then you go and get him. You don't hang about. You do it. You go and get him. Clownchester United. Yeah, we'll talk about the Arsenal game on Friday, people. We'll be doing a preview with Saeed, inshallah, on Friday. And we'll break down how Manchester United can beat Arsenal. But this is a joke. Explain to me how a football club can act. Big up Titanium. Clownchester United. That's what they've turned our football club into. Absolute clowns who don't have a clue. Who are some of the worst football brains I've ever known in my life will go for that player if a rival team goes for them. It's the biggest L ever. That is the biggest L ever. That is the L. That is a L. That is horrendous. That is horrendous. That's like you, girl, instead of making a move or waiting for another guy to make the move first. Exactly. Exactly, I'm Imran. This is who we've got. This is our football club. This is our football club. Let me just see the poll. Let me just go back to the poll. Let me go back to the poll. %80 of you agree. People, are we even 100 likes yet? We've been live now for nearly, how long? Half an hour? 20 minutes? Smash the like, people. Costs you absolutely nothing. Let's get to 200 likes SAP. You already have Collyer here at the football club. You already have Collyer. You know he can do a job. So why are you sending him alone? I understand with Amas. Amas needs to have games. He needs to play. I understand that. Toby Collyer has already played 13 times for Manchester United in the last year and a half. He's already played 13 times. He knows what is expected. He can do a job coming off the bench. Why are you sending him alone again? Why? %100%, Sheikh Arian. 100%. 100%. 100%. I like you, but wait after you date somebody else. Yeah. Sloppy seconds. Nah, no, thank you. Well, listen, but Jamie, they can sell him in the summer. He can put in good performances for Manchester United till the end of the season off the bench, right? Then I'm telling you now, his price will go up. Sending him on loan now is not the answer. You're going to need him because we already, and every one of you have saw it with your own eyes, the fact that Casemiro can't last for more than 55 minutes. He gets gassed out. Casemiro gets gassed out easy. So, all due respect, people, we need to keep him. We need to keep Toby Collyer till the end of the season, just as a midfield option for Carrick. We need to do that. We need to keep Toby Collyer till the end of the season because we want to give Michael Carrick options in midfield off the bench. That's what we need to do. And we know with this medical record, this medical team, this football club, you know that player's going to get injured. So why don't you keep him? That's my argument. If anybody else wants to come on and tell me why we shouldn't keep him, tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments, please. Yeah, Ineos are the biggest, of course they are. 100%. It's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke. I'll give you that, Sheikh Arian. That Dorgu has performed better than I thought. He's performed way above better than I thought. And he was Man City's man of the match. He was Manchester City's man of the match. He was. But this is what Ineos pseudo, bro. Pure profit. This is what Jim wants. The Chelsea fucking model. They're following the Chelsea model. That's what they're doing. Honestly, this is a joke, people. Over 300 of you in here, and we've only got 61 likes. We need 200 likes on the video, people. Just like the video. Listen, the channel is shadow banned because we talk about humanity, recognize the humanity of people who have been oppressed worldwide. Whether it's the Greenland, whether it's Venezuela, whether it's Gaza, whether it's Congo, whether it's Sudan, whether it's Yemen, whether it's Somaliland, whether it's Tigray, whether it's Ogaden, whether it's Kashmir, whether it's Haiti. We recognize the people around the world, their humanity. So the least you could do is like the fucking video and help us fight against the fucking YouTube and fucking Google, who are bullshit fucking Zionist pieces of shit. Talk to me. Talk to me. Let's do this, people. Help us fight, because that's what it's about. And we're fighting against the fucking vultures as well. So help us fight against that as well. Let's do it, people. 100% facts. He saved them this season. He has come out in big games and saved them. They've drawn a lot of games where they could have lost because without him, they would not have made the saves. Yeah, big up, man. People just like the video. So that's how you support the channel. I'm not asking you to become a member. I'm not asking for you to do a super chat. I'm just asking you to like the fucking video. Just smash a like. There. Just takes 2 seconds. Bam. Like the video. That's all it takes. It's not in that deep. We need at least 200 likes for you. We are Shadowban people. Please help us fight against by subscribing, liking and sharing, hyping the videos and the lives. There you go. It's simple. He put it all in there. Big up King Soul. Big up King Soul. Big up King Soul. Operator, United Real Therapy. Yeah, no problem. I didn't rate him, to be fair. But there you go. I'm happy to be proven wrong. And I knew I've got no agenda. I'll say it. I'll say what I say. He's done well. He's so far so good. So far, he's been one of their best players. Lauren, you said the Prem is weak. Can you please explain why the Prem has 5 teams in the Champions League? Top 8 Newcastle, Spurs, aren't even a top. You know, oh my God. The Premier League, the level of quality in the Premier League has been trash. I repeat, so that you need to clean out the wax in your ears, yeah? So I can repeat it to you. The quality in the Premier League for this season and last season, trash! Absolute trash. Absolute dross. I have never seen so many draws as I see this season. I have never seen the amount of draws. I have never seen the amount of fucking long throw-ins. I have never seen the amount of Tony Pulis football that I've seen this season. So give it a rest, please. You can still have a lot of teams represented in the Champions League because the Premier League is where all the money in football are. Premier League pay the best wages. Premier League is where all these players who are decent come and play. They don't play in Italy. Italy is a walking league. Spain is technical football on the floor, but we know who dominates Spain. It's the two big teams, Barcelona and Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid now and again tries to keep up, but they don't have the level of a budget that Real Madrid or Barcelona have. So all of the money is in the Premier League. But in the Premier League, for me, the coaches now, they're all the same. It's all the same bullshit. They all want to fight for their 1 point. They all want to fight for 1 point. That's why you get all these draws and these horrific games. There is not 5 games this season in the Premier League that were top quality. That the football was incredible. Name them. Name them for me. Name the 5 games this season in the Premier League that were top class. With top quality. Can't name any, mate. Can't name any. Can't name any. No, it's not that. It's not that the top teams are all in limbo. Liverpool have completely crashed in the Premier League. I saw them against Spurs. Spurs had 10 men, and Liverpool were holding on like they had the 10 men. It was absurd football. Some weird things happening in the Premier League. Really weird things. And it's not that the middle teams are top quality. They're not top quality. They're not. They're not. It's just that the top teams, Manchester United is trash, have been trash for a long time. Liverpool this season is trash. City are now trash, right? Other than maybe Donnarumma keeping them in a so-called title race. Chelsea, again, trash this season. What are we talking about? Villa have put together 10 wins, 11 wins for the first time in their history, and they're second or third fighting for the league. It's crazy. The Premier League is not that great, mate. It's not that great, and it hasn't been that great. And to me, my eyes don't lie to me. I've not watched 5 top games in the Premier League this season. I haven't. I'm talking about top quality. Like 7 years ago, 8 years ago, especially when Liverpool and City were pushing each other, that was top quality. I mean, isn't it on the last day, Liverpool took the lead to the last day. Last game, last day. And they were 1 point behind Man City. That's a proper title race. That's quality. That's 2 teams being consistent and ruthless in the Premier League. Now, the Premier League, the quality's not that great. I have never seen so many drawn-out games as I've seen this season. The amount of draws in the Premier League is horrendous. Jarvis, welcome. We're still investigating. Investigation is still ongoing.
Oh. Well, I've analyzed the pictures a couple of times now. I'm doing the slow-mo, then the 0.25, and it's Ben. You know, I've seen it. You see, he's making a little, he's something with his, and you know, afterwards he tried to play innocent. He said, "What? I didn't hear anything." So yeah, for me now. Definitely, but I don't have any clear evidence. It's just.
I've not laughed that hard. Listen, Jarvis has done his investigation. Investigation results are in. Jarvis, can you please report your findings? Repeat them again to the panel, to the chat. Please say it. These are serious allegations. Ben's not here to defend himself, but according to your investigation, slowing it down, body reaction, the fact that when I asked the question, please can you break it down for them? Go ahead.
Well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have thoroughly examined the evidence, and from what I can see, it's clearly point to one direction. The sound was a little bit Irish, mixed with broccoli. I'm not quite sure, and I think we all know who we're talking about. It's a 3-letter word, and it starts with a B. So I rest my case, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Mbaye is here. Better watch out. Listen, big up to you both. Big up, Mbaye. Thank you for joined us. We just heard it from the lead investigator into Fartgate. Last night while we were on the stream, Helgi, myself, Jarvis, and Ben were all talking about midfielders. We were talking about Ndidi, talking about Loftus-Cheek, and we get these players on loan. And while we were talking, somebody farted, and it was quite loud and very notable fart on the stream. We had to do a poll and say who was it. Jarvis has been studying the footage. He's done his forensic investigation. He's come back and he's now told the audience in the chat it was a fella called Ben. So that is Fartgate. The debate on who it was will rage on because there are people in the comments saying no, it wasn't Ben, it was Helgi, and Jarvis is just protecting his Norwegian countrymen, right? So big up to you. You missed a hell of a show last night. Fartgate, like I said, Fartgate. You've been accused of making weird noises, and since we're on that, when you're on the stream in your years on United Real Therapy, sometimes we think you're stuck in a tunnel. Sometimes we hear other stuff. So how do you sum up that? What do you think about Fartgate, and how do you explain some of the noises that come from your end?
Well, I mean, I thought there was important things in the world. I've obviously missed it. This is top of the tree. Forget Iran, Venezuela. This is serious stuff. I'm glad I'm here, guys. Well, not to be honest with you, man, I'm none the wiser. Okay. You guys seem to notice the noises.
If you had to put your money on it, it's either me, Jarvis, Helgi, or Ben. Who would you put your money on?
Oof. I'll go with the audience and the forensic expert. I'll just go safe and say my fellow Irishmen. If there was an odor of Guinness, then that kind of gives it away.
Big up on Titanium. Big up to you always, love.
Mbaye, if you haven't seen it, I will play the evidence for you guys just one more time, and we can see through it. So everybody be quiet.
Let's observe the facial reactions after the fact. Let's see.
Yes.
I think people understand about Rabiot is that the front.
Oof. Now, obviously, Helgi was stopped in his tracks there. So I don't know.
Definitely got the guilty body language because he's got the hand on his face like that.
I mean, I'm looking at you two as well here, guys, to be honest. Jarvis looks like, oh, what's just happened? Has that slipped out? Or has one of my colleagues demolished the show? Nuruddin looks like he's squeezing something out. I don't know what it is.
I'm in shock. I'm like this. I'm in shock.
Yeah. There we go, guys.
So I'm doing it 0.25. Let's just see.
But Rabiot is
sounds like a roaring lion in the back there. Keep going.
There's nothing more to it.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
But anyway, listen. On other than farting matters, This club is a fucking disgrace. They want Carrick to go and get Champions League football, but they're not going to sign him any midfielders. Jarvis and Bombaye, both of you, I've got a push it.
Yep.
Toby Collyer, you've seen Toby Collyer last season, the season 2024, 23, 24. He made 13 appearances for Manchester United. You can already see. I can give you a game when he came on, when the team was under extreme pressure. We were playing with 10 men against Arsenal, and he put a shift in. He was fantastic, right? We already know what he can do. Why are they sending him on loan where they can keep him and have him on the bench as an option to come on specifically when Bombaye? We already know that Casemiro gasses out after 55, 60 minutes.
Let's have a quick look to see what our squad is before I give you an answer, because we've changed.
Let me tell you what the midfielders are. We are very short on numbers in midfield, and you know how injuries. Do you trust Manchester United medical department? I don't. So we've got Kobe, Casemiro, Ugarte. We know we never want to play Bruno anywhere near the 8 or the 6. And we know that they don't like playing Mason Mount anywhere near there. So, in terms of defensive midfielders who can do a job for you, is Casemiro, Ugarte, and Kobe. We need one more, because if 2 of them are injured, at least you've got 2. Toby Collyer has already proven and showing enough in his 13 appearances for Manchester United that he can do a job from the substitutes bench.
Okay, so you've got, as you say, we're going to play, what we're doing these days, we're doing 4-2-3-1, right? That's what we set up with, I think. So you've got Cass, you've got Mainu, you've got Ugarte, got those 3 prime candidates there. You don't think Mount could do that? Don't think Mount can play there as a 2?
No, he doesn't have the physicality and also the engine.
He's more physical, and I don't know, Nuruddin. Engine-wise, he's
Bombaye, he cannot.
Very.
Have you seen? Let me say something to you. Mason Mount is very good at closing out passing lanes. Mason
you don't
Mount.
think he has an engine?
No. Let me say it to you. He's very good at cutting out passing lanes. He's very clever getting into a position on the counter attack and actually being up the pitch and maybe setting up goals or making runs into the box. Toby Collyer is a Casemiro. In the position of Casemiro, Mason Mount can't do it. Toby Collyer is somebody who can do, because we've seen him do it in his 13 appearances for Manchester United already. So why the F are you sending him on loan when we can keep him till the end of the season? Then you can go and buy your midfielders and then sell him or send him on loan or whatever you want with him. I understand with Amas, you can send Amas on loan. He had a fantastic, successful loan at Sheffield Wednesday. Now they want to Hull or somebody else wants him on loan. So I understand that. But Toby Collyer is the area in midfield where we're short. If we get Kobe injured and Casemiro injured, we're dead. Toby Collyer has proven in his 13 appearances on Manchester United, he could do a job already. While you think on it, I'll get Jarvis coming. Jarvis, talk to me. Because you know these vultures, Potato Barada, Weetabix Wilcox are absolutely fucking clueless. So they don't want to sign anybody on loan. Einstein came out and said Manchester United would only go for a player in this window if one of their rivals goes for one of Manchester United targets. How embarrassing is that? It's unbelievable. So we'll only go like what happened with Semenyo. If one City were interested in him, we're interested in him. What kind of bullshit is this? But can you please break down the qualities of Toby Collyer, and especially in the game for me, where he showed his top qualities was Arsenal away in the FA Cup when we took it to penalties, and he was tremendous in terms of the amount of legs, the amount of tackles he put in, the amount of ball carrying that he did. Can you please expand on this, Jarvis? or you maybe totally disagree with me, and
No,
you're saying that he should be sent on loan.
When it comes to Toby Collyer, I think a lot of people forget that Toby Collyer, he's actually 22 years of age. He's not a teenager, you know. He's been around for a long time, and you know, he played a lot of games with Kobe Mainu in the academy. Those two were the best pivot of the academy at their days. Toby Collyer can play with both feet. He's 2-footed, as people like to call it. He is very positionally strong. He likes to find new space, so he rotates a lot of the time. But he's not wandering all out all over the place as we used to see, for example, Bruno playing in the 8. He's very positionally strong, but he likes to rotate. He's good defensively. He's more defensively than offensively. I see him as a box-to-box or a DM, but more as a box-to-box. But the defensive guy in the 2-8s. And you mentioned it, Norden. We have 3 midfielders. We have Casemiro, we have Ugarte, we have Mainu. If one of them is injured, suspended, or not, we only have 2 midfielders left. Unless we are going to play Martinez in midfield, or we are going to play Mason Mount, or go back to playing Bruno in the 8. But I think we tried that enough this season. We've seen that Bruno is so much more valuable playing in the 10. So for me, you know, if he had any sense, if you're not signing anyone, if you're not going for an Ndidi or Ruben Neves or whoever, you know, because we need just extra legs. It's 16 games. We are at the end of January. Let's say it. We have February, March, April, May, 4 months of football. So, you know, it's for me, it's not just about development of Toby Collyer. I think he can stay for 4 months and it wouldn't hurt his career. It's 4 months of football. And he will have a big chance of playing, you know. One injury and he will be a regular on the bench and come on every game because Casemiro will gas out. So, you know, if you're serious about Collyer, okay, we need to give him a chance. We need to let him stay. If you're not serious, we will lend him out, try to retain his valuation and sell him in the summer. Well, I think this is a golden opportunity for Collyer to play. I think this is a good opportunity, and I think we should keep him. That's my opinion. Bombaye, what's your thoughts?
So I was just looking at Toby Collier's performances at West Brom. It's impressive. 21 matches, 9 goals, 2 assists, a reasonable tackle success rate of 75%. And he's a defensive midfielder. He's calm. He's 6 foot. He protects the defense well. You know, defensively he's good. He's a good player. He can protect that defense and do a job in a 2-man midfield. We're playing a game a week. That's the maximum you're going to get now. It's 16 weeks, 16 games, and then you're in May. 4, 8, 12, 16. It's a game a week. Do I bring Toby Collyer back now? He's not going to start any games. He may give a respite.
He's already here. He got injured and he's recovered from his injury. He's already here. He's at Manchester United. And tonight, there are reports that teams are trying to loan him. And I'm saying we need to keep him. So he was at West Brom. He came back from West Brom because he got injured. He's recovered. And now other championship teams are trying to loan him out. And we're saying he should be kept because we've only got 3 midfielders. And if 2 of them get injured, we're stuck. Go ahead.
It says on the internet that he's expected to return in July of 26.
No, that's BS. That's BS.
That's what it says here.
They tried to loan him out again.
He's on loan at Albion and the contract ends in July of 2026. And
no, he got sent back. He got sent back. You can recall a player, by the way.
Well, okay.
Who owned this place can recall, and they sent him back here for him to get medical to recover. They said, "Go on, go back."
So maybe he's back because our facilities are much better than West Brom's, and then he's going back to West Brom to continue because.
No, it's going to Hull.
Or
Hull is,
Hull,
yeah,
I
Hull.
mean, to me, it's a contingency plan. But he's had quite a good season at West Brom, which won't do him any harm in in the Championship. 9 goals in 21 matches, 2 assists, playing regularly.
No, it's not the stats. So no, I think he had 12 games or something, 1 assist.
Oh, this is all wrong.
Yeah. So this season for West Brom, he had 12 games in the Championship and 1 assist.
I mean, you can make a case to bring him back, but it's a game a week, and to be honest with you, with
He's
Casemiro,
already at Carrington as we speak, but Hull
Yeah.
wants to get him on loan, and that's why we're saying if
no,
you
I
don't want
know.
to sign a midfield, that he should be kept.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. It's not wrong what you're saying, bro. I don't disagree, but I don't think it's something for me to like get my knickers in a twist if they do loan him out because he's a good player. He's one of the bright academy talents that we've brought through. Another one that went under the radar a bit, and he came on, and we were all impressed with him in some games, not in all games, but you can see he's a good player. Now that we've changed the system, he may be even better. As you can see, lots of players after 1 game seem to have done well. But a game a week with 3 solid guys there, and guys that can do a job, because when you've got 2 and then 3 in front of them, it's pretty good cover now, on a mid-block especially. The guys in front are not lazy. Bruno works his ass off. He'll get back in. Cunha is good at getting back. So naturally, that system gives you a decent amount of cover. So I think Mount can do a job there, personally. Bruno, if you put him back there, he can do a job there, and he can create as well from there. It gives you a different thing. And as Jarvis says, Martinez can definitely go in there. De Ligt's on his way back. Maguire played fantastically well. So I do feel that there is coverage. If we were having more than a game a week, then I'd be much more in line with what you're saying, Nuruddin. But I also want Collyer to play at 22 years old. I don't want him to come back and just be if somebody's injured or if we're up 2-3 goals with 10 minutes to go. I want you to know what it's like to be relied on a weekly basis and play for your development at 22. If it was 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, lots of the top players went out on loan. But you guys are saying he's only played 12 games for West Brom. That's not great. So Hull's a good team, ex-Premier League team. So I'm neither here nor there with it. I have to be honest.
But my question to you, Boumbaye, is what do we do if we have injuries? Let's say Kobe Mainu again, knock on wood, gets injured. He's been injury prone, So let's say Kobe Mainu is out for the next 2 months, misses 6 games.
So you bring Ugarte in.
Yeah,
it's a game a week.
And Casemiro after 60 minutes. How do we solve that?
Well, Casemiro will play. Casemiro doesn't have to go off after 60 minutes. He played against Man City a lot more than that. It's a game a week. And I think Carrick spoke about...
I just want to remind you, Carrick,
just one second,
I want to remind you that at 60 minutes, 55 minutes, Casemiro was gassed out every time the ball went out for the throw-in. He's like that, panting.
I think Carrick as well
has panting, man. If you're at the stadium, you would see it with your own eyes. I have no reason to lie. I have 0 reason to lie. I saw it. Go and ask Saeed. Go and ask anybody who was at the game. He was gassed out.
Michael Carrick has reduced the intensity and the frequency of the training regime as well. Don't forget.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah.
No, he's up the he's up the intensity in games. That's where players get injured.
In games. I'm telling you, the training regimen has been reduced. The training regimen
They've got a whole week to train. They can take light training. The matches is what's it. Players get injured in matches, Boumbaye. What
I
are we
know they
doing here?
do. No,
Because of the
no.
intensity of the matches.
End of the day, if your output in training is high and then you're expected to be at the highest level in the games, that may push you to the threshold.
I just want to add this, right?
Yeah.
Kone is being shipped out to Switzerland. This is how much of a fucking joke this football club is. What
Lausanne.
is he going to learn in Lausanne in the Swiss league? Why didn't he send him on loan to the championship? It's a fucking disgrace. Potato Head Barada and Wilcox Weetabix have no fucking clue.
We've also got, don't forget, we're forgetting about Fletcher, who's a DM.
He's not physically ready, Bumbaye. Oh my God. Jarvis, please, can you explain?
I haven't
He's not
seen enough.
physically
I haven't
ready.
seen enough from him, but from what I've
Because
seen so far, he looks a little bit off. You know what?
you've not seen him
Hard
in
to
this
say with these
system, though,
youngsters.
guys. You know, you have to understand, playing in any combination of two, under Amarim is difficult. We were talking about having the perfect set of players in order to execute this thing.
Hmm.
Now you've got reasonably good
Bumbaye,
coverage,
look,
especially in the
Bumbaye.
mid block. So don't you want to
Look at this
see
news here.
what?
Manchester United training will be shorter but more intense.
So okay,
More
short.
intense.
All right, so all right, more intense, shorter. I mean, he has to manage his players, but I'm not too worried about Casemiro, um, because it is a game a week, bro. And like I say, I want to see what Fletcher looks like in the system because they speak quite highly of him.
Hmm.
You know, so why not? You know, instead of giving Collier the 10 minutes here or there to give Casemiro a break, or 20 minutes or 30 minutes, let's give it to Fletcher. Let's see what Fletcher's about. They speak highly of him. He's supposed to be quite a good player, but I
Yeah.
don't think any of us can say that we can accurately judge him.
No.
He's been brought into games where it's difficult anyway.
Bumbaye, I can tell you now. I can tell you right now, he's not physically ready. You can see a footballer and you can still see the teenage thing in him, and he's not Wayne Rooney. He's not a Kobe, even Mainu. He hasn't got the physicality. He doesn't have the physicality. He is going to get brushed aside. He's playing against men. It's really difficult, the pace and the power. Collier is already ready tested. By the way, we bought Collier as a teenager. Maybe he might have been like, what was he? Was he 19 or 18 when we got him from, we signed him from Brighton, by the way. We signed Toby Collyer from Brighton. I think he might have been 19 or 20. Now he's 20 something, right? So we signed him at a later age, right? Toby Collyer, he is somebody who needs to be at a football club because he needs to give somebody like him, Casemiro, a breather in games. Toby will complete his loan, move to Hull City, Man United within the next 24 hours.
I mean, let me ask you, do you think that, do you guys think
that's bullshit? If
if
they're not
Michael,
going to get, let me finish, Bumbaye. If they're not going to get Michael Carrick, a midfielder, a proper season pro midfielder, then this is bullshit, and they're setting him up to fail. Mark my fucking words. And hope and pray that Casemiro or Kobe doesn't get injured, or Ugarte. You have to pray. And with this fucking medical team, in this fucking bullshit football club, I don't trust it. So I'm just letting it be on record right now. My statement be on record right now. Go ahead, Bumbaye.
Do you guys think that maybe Collier wants to go out on loan if he's not going to get the kind of game time that he wants, or be given the kind of precedent that he wants in terms of a position in the team? I mean, there was Kobe Mainoo's a great example. Kobe Mainoo's obviously ahead of him, and he was prepared to forfeit his position in that team to go somewhere else, but we didn't let him. I think
it's a good point.
I think in this era of football, before, there was a different type of discipline involved with managers, and players had to really wait. But look, someone like Pogba said, "I don't want to wait. I want to go." You know, Kobe Mainoo was ready to go. Jadon Sancho made a big move from City, and he was the same age as Collier. And it's happening a lot, this. So maybe Collier is, looking at that trend and thinking, no, because Collier is not going to start at the moment. Cobby's played really, really well, I thought, in that game. Casemiro was absolutely fundamental, and he's having a good season even before Carrick, I think, Cass. He's played really well in a lot of games. And, yeah.
When it comes to this Man United, and we just brought in an interim, Carrick.
Yeah.
He's been in the job since Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 1 week now today.
Yeah.
And we are loaning out, or the club is loaning out players. They are not signing any new players for Carrick. We know that we have a thin squad. We have a thin squad when it comes to midfield compared to our rivals. And we are, although just playing the Premier League for the rest of the season, we are trying to go for the Champions League. I don't think it's Carrick's decision to loan out Collyer. I think it was up to Carrick. He will probably want as many players as possible because Carrick's not stupid. He will clearly see that his squad is thin when it comes to the midfield. We saw the type of football he likes to play, very, very intense, demands a lot of physicality for the midfielders. You have to have an engine to run all the time. The modern game has changed, especially in the last couple of years. We have seen the Pep Guardiola possessional play stretching out the other teams, just playing around them, tiki-taka style of football. It's not working anymore. It's all about physicality right now. It's about man-to-man all over the pitch. There's not even there's no formations anymore in football. We as a fan base, we have been talking about the 3-4-3 under Ruben Amorim for the whole season, but it's a debate that's actually useless. It has nothing to do with the modern football. Everything is about physicality right now. It's always man everywhere on the pitch. The center back follows the striker all the way down to the other end of the football pitch if needed. They're not defending zones anymore. They're defending the player, and this is how football has evolved. So again, the physicality and the demands on the player, it's very, very high. And you see a player like Casemiro, I think he's super fit. I think he's never been in as good shape as he is now, but he can't keep up. It's too much. And the modern football is, as long as if you can beat your man, you have created unbalance in the opposition team, and you will start dominating. So everybody has to be fit. If not, the house of cards will just drop down. So for me, it's a worrying sign, that we don't have enough players, even though we're just competing in the Premier League. It's a very worrying sign. So
how many?
Yeah, big up to Sheikh Arian. Sheikh, look at this. Look at these clowns at this fucking football club. Man UFC have agreed a deal with North American production company Lionsgate to create dramatized retelling of their history. The concept similar style to the. Oh my fucking God. Talk about living in the fucking past. So they're gonna tell a dramatic of the. What about now? Forget the history. What about the current state of this fucking football club? Why don't we tell that story? Fucking clowns. Big up to Sheikh Arian, one of the editors of United Real Therapy. Make sure you check him out. Make sure you follow him on X. Big up to him. Love. Big up to King Sol as well. One of the staff of URT.
Big up, Sol. Big up, boys.
People are always liking the video. Big up to you.
Big up.
Sol, just keep telling them to like the video. Don't tell them. They don't want to hear about the shadow banning. They almost kind of like that they were shadow banned. It's crazy. Sources claim that Boyd fan Cole Palmer does not particularly enjoy life in London, and he misses his friends back home in Manchester.
Do you know what, Nuruddin? Do you know now that you're mentioning Cole Palmer? Do you know what I was thinking day before yesterday? I was watching. I watched the highlights of Cole. I watched Match of the Day again, and that's the replacement for Bruno Fernandes, bro. In the 10, I swear to God, he's a player. He looks to make things happen.
He's on an 8-year contract at Chelsea.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to spend 100 million plus to get him out.
Well, the man, you want to get the quality, you have to spend the money. 100 million today is very doable for a top player. They should be able to spend 100
This
million.
Ineos lot are not spending that on money.
Look,
Absolute joke.
I think just to bring it home, if Toby Collyer was to stay, I don't think anybody would kick up a fuss. Another young
The
lad.
only
from the
thing that,
academy,
listen, the only good point that
player.
you've made and made me think is that if he's saying no, if he's pushing for it, then you can't really stop him. But go on, carry on.
Yeah. With considering, you know, the intensity of the games and stuff, there's enough time for recovery when other teams look. Yesterday, Arsenal played. Today, Liverpool played. Our boys are rested. They've got game same as us on the weekend. Our guys are not going to kick a ball since what, Sunday? You know, a whole week. It's a good amount of rest. Short bursts of training, not prolonged. Go and rest up. So it bodes well. I think if Toby's not here, you know, you can put if two of them get injured, I mean that's just crazy. And then, you know, you're gonna come out and say I told you, and yeah, you did. But I think okay, if one gets injured, Ugarte can rotate with Thingy, with Casemiro. Martinez can play there. Mount could do a job there. Bruno can put in there because if, in front of them, you've got Mbeumo, you've got Ahmad, you've got Sesko, you've got Cunha, you've got Xerxes, you've got Mount. You know, you've got like 6 guys.
Bruno.
That's what I mean. 6 guys. Yeah. I mentioned Bruno. So you got like 6 guys. You're pretty stocked, and you can rotate those guys because you also have to think players want minutes. We're in a World Cup year. Everybody's going to get a taste. He is going to have to, you know what, give them a little taste. 20 minutes, 30 minutes here. Go and do your cameo role. It's a World Cup year. Everybody wants to play in the World Cup. So I think we're all right. I think we're okay. We're not perfect. Of course, if you said to me, let's sign, you know, a midfielder on loan as a contingency or whatever. But even if you got a Conor Gallagher or one of these guys, you know, they want to play, don't they? Because it's a World Cup year. Conor Gallagher's going to play at Spurs. Ruben Loftus-Cheek I think he's at AC Milan, right? I don't know how it's going there for him.
I think Villa is in for him now. There were some rumors to know today that Villa is going in for Loftus-Cheek.
They have to. They have to. Everybody's out, bro. They've got problems in that midfield. It's very thin. I think the main man McGinn's out now, so they have to get somebody. And it's not easy, man. You know, January, unless you identify like City did with Semenyo, we're getting him now, or what we thought we were doing with Sanchez. It's a difficult window, this one, because if you're going for a player that's thinking it's World Cup year, you know, I want game time. I'm not coming to just warm the bench for Casemiro and Mainu and Ugarte. Am I part of the plans here? Am I going to play? Then you're probably not going to attract a big, good player. Does that player want to come on loan at the moment to the end of the season from Italy to England? I don't know. It's a bit turbulent January. That's why it's pretty sparse in terms of signings. It's more about loans. With our young players like Kone, I watched Kone like you all did in the preseason and thought, oh, it looks quite good. I like what I see. But why not loan him out to go and play first team football, to get that experience of this isn't a game where, you know, oh, he's a young lad, young whippersnapper, well done. You know, you played all right, we're happy. You get away with mistakes or whatever. No, go and get game time where you are relied on. You have to perform, whether it's at Hull, West Brom, that team you talked about in Switzerland. Go and know what it's like to play in the first team in front of thousands of people who will give you some shit if you don't perform, or will ask questions like, what is this guy from Man United? He's crap. Or, wow, this is really good. That's, for me, the experience. Academy football, Nuruddin, you know about academy football. I don't know anything about it. I don't watch it. So I kind of get my info from you. You told me about Greenwood. You mentioned Cobb to me. But I think there's many great players in academies, but they won't make it because when you get out onto that 75,000 pitch, and when it's like, okay, so you've got a number today, you have to stand up and be counted. This ain't a reserve game. This is 3 points Premier League. you have the quality, but pressure changes everything. I think part of the experience of being a first team player for a club, West Brom is not a joke. It's a serious club, man. It's a Premier League club. They've got history. So's Hull. So don't think it's just the championship. No, you're going to play for fans that need points in previous Premier League clubs. That's what actually gives you, right, this is a first team player. We can see he can handle it. He still plays like he plays normally for the reserves. It's not affected his game. He's fine. Kobe Mainu did that for you instantly. Greenwood gave you that instantly. Lots of players will not be able to make that jump. So far, you watch the Fletcher brothers, you're underwhelmed, but I give them leeway because you see the change in formation affected Dorgu, affected Kobe Mainu, affected friggin' Maguire, affected even Dello played well at City, minus a shit pass and nearly a red card. Bruno, everybody looked a lot more comfortable in their natural position with a good amount of men in that midfield. So it's one game. Let's see what we can do. I want to see a bit more of Fletcher because I've heard like this is a good player. For you to get picked out of all these academy players and be training with the first team, you've got to have something about you. Collier came, he did all right in some games and then he wasn't so good in others. But again, that team is not functioning right. Everybody, you can say, was up and down. What's it going to be like, a Collier in this system? Maybe you look at him and think like, wow, he really is something, this player. So I'm neither here nor there with that. I do feel that there's enough in that squad there to cover rotation. There's enough in that squad there to, patch things up and still be very strong and effective. Martinez in the midfield is no issues. You've seen it. He can still cause you problems from that midfield area. He's calm, composed on the ball. He's probably better. Is he better than Toby Collyer in that midfield? I'd say so. You saw him play there. He's played there for Ajax. It's not nothing new. Get the leg back at the back, solid. So I think we've got enough there. But if they kept him, nobody's going to kick off. Of course not. That's pretty much me.
Nordin, I want to ask you a question because you talked about Man United is becoming a TV series, and I saw the Swedish Rumble put out a tweet today and asked the question, who would you cast for the Man United players in the 90s and 2000s? And I've been thinking about it. So I have two players that I would cast who would play them. So first of all, Jaap Stam. I would have Jason Statham.
I swear I knew you were going to say that.
to cast Jaap Stam. I think he would be the perfect Jaap Stam. And also when it comes to Schmeichel, I would go for Ivan Drago, the Dolph Lundgren, Rocky IV. The Russian boxer. He would be the perfect Peter Schmeichel. I don't know. Do you have any suggestions for the casting?
Honestly, I'm so angry with this football club. The idea just makes me cringe. But I can come back to that question. I can ask you, last night on Amazon, Theo Walcott asked Wayne Rooney, how would this Arsenal squad compete against your Manchester United in 2000? Rooney, yeah, we'll batter them. The idea that Arsenal fans from all over the world, some of them in Africa, some of them in Asia, some of them in the US, are making videos apparently on TikTok saying this team is better than that. It's better than Tevez, Ronaldo, Rooney. And they're better than Rio Vidic. They're better than Scholes, Carrick, and Hargreaves. They're better than West Brown right back and Patrice Evra left back with Van der Sar in net. It's laughable. It's absolutely fucking laughable. The three in attack, Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, will tear this Arsenal defense, Saliba and Gabriel apart. Just yourselves. It's a fucking joke.
I would say to that, calm down a little bit. When you've won at least one Premier League, come back, and then maybe we have a conversation. But even then, you're talking about one of the best front three in the history of the Premier League, bro. That you know what, that and Firmino, Salah, and Mane in their pomp, I can't really think of another front three that we're looking at like wow. I can't really think at this moment. If anyone in the comments has got a front three that can compete with Rooney, Ronaldo, and Tevez, not only on the ball, can you think off the ball? Think of the work rate, man. You're dealing with two real nasty, like hardcore workers and raw quality players in Tevez and Rooney, and then good luck sorting Ronaldo out. And then you've got Mane, Firmino, Salah, another one. So I think Arsenal need to calm down with Saka, Gyökeres, and Martinelli. Know your lane, guys. Relax.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But on the actors, Boumbaye, who would you cast as Eric Cantona, for example, or?
Man, Eric Cantona, bro, is Eric Cantona. I cannot. Maybe
I would cast Eric Cantona. He's an actor.
Yeah.
Nobody can play Cantona but Cantona.
For the manager, I think Alex Ferguson would be happy with this. Maybe George Clooney.
Al Pacino?
I would say Al Pacino, man. I think that
De Niro, maybe De Niro.
Yeah.
Who would?
Can any of these guys kick a football? It's gonna be like, what was that film where they're in jail with Vinnie Jones, man?
I'll tell you who can play
Mean
Beckham.
Machine.
I'll tell you who can play Beckham. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
He likes physical challenges, don't he? Tom Cruise, yeah, he can play Beckham.
Makes his own stunts. But I know who would you take as Luke Shaw?
Oh my fucking.
That's
Ronald
easy.
McDonald?
That's easy.
Oh my fucking god.
No,
Donald
sorry,
Trump.
James
Donald
Corden.
Trump.
James Corden.
God, of
He's
course.
the perfect. He's the perfect.
Low
As
blow.
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw. He's Luke Shaw, mate.
Yeah, and for me, I also, when it comes to Bayinder, I would go for Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah,
Bayinder. Yeah, Bayinder.
Ali G.
Yeah.
Boyakasha. Right. Any takers on Ryan Giggs on this one?
Ryan Giggs.
Giggsy on the
I don't
left
know.
there.
I don't know what actors are out there. It's very difficult for me to think about actors that can play footballers.
Do you know what?
I find it really
Orlando Bloom. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
That's good actually. That's really good. He can play a young Ryan Giggs.
Give him the wavy, floppy, curly hair, Giggsy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tearing it up.
Who can play Paul Scholes? Who can play Paul Scholes? Phil Mitchell. I'm joking.
Oh. Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. Oh my God. Who could play Roy Keane? Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones.
You know what? Sean Dyche can play Paul Scholes.
Oh my God. Just the giant version. By the way, I remember, I'm not going to lie to you, I remember Sean Dyche as a player, I remember a couple of times back in the day, I watched a couple of FA Cup games, and he was playing maybe in League One or in the Championship. He was a dirty centre half. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He was quite violent, man.
Yeah.
No chance, man. Nani, no chance. Nani's goal and assist will destroy Saka's any day of the week. Give it a rest. Nani was special, man.
Class player. Class player.
Nani.
Yeah.
Who can play Gary Neville?
Sean Ryder from Happy Mondays.
All right.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Teddy Sheringham, could that be Pierce Brosnan if he dyed his hair?
Can you imagine Pierce Brosnan, Jarvis, with Teddy Sheringham's hair in that time?
Yeah.
Those curtains down. Can you imagine that? Oh, mate.
And I also have
to get
Delict
onto the AI.
as Alexander Skarsgård. You
There you
know,
go.
yeah.
Let me just update the people on the poll. We asked.
Oh,
should
Jamie Wayne's
Collier-
killed it. Jamie Wayne's
Yeah.
killed it. Jack
Should
Nicholson
Collier-
and Ferguson.
Yeah, no problem.
Ooh.
Should we keep Collier because the club's not signing midfielders? 78% of you agreed. 22 of you have said no. Right, we're gonna change this poll now. It's final and last poll of the night. We're gonna end this poll. We're gonna ask this Arsenal team or Manchester United, the double winners of that season, the team that won the double Champions League and the league that season.
Bro, that's a waste of a poll,
We
man.
No, because we need to ask because people might disagree. Some people rate this Arsenal team.
No, it's a good team in the context of this, like, I mean, at the moment, very deep squad, good quality. Arsenal at the moment, they're not playing with the freedom that they usually.
Okay, let me ask them then.
Well,
Saka or
they're on
Nani?
business. They're on business, bro. They
Yeah,
are on business. They want to get over the line this year.
Who would you take for United?
No, I'd take Nani, bro.
Saka. Who would you take for United? Saka or Nani? Nani or Saka? I know who I'm taking, and it's definitely not Saka. No way.
No, Saka's a really good player. Starting to, I mean, he's one of the main players. But you're talking about Lewis Nani, bro. Is a fantastic player. Unbelievable. I think people slept a little bit on Nani.
100% because I saw Ronaldo.
So Ronaldo, yeah, and you kind of forgot.
Ronaldo.
Lewis Nani, bro, got player of the season in a heavy era at our place, man.
Yeah.
Surrounded by world class everywhere. He was.
Remember his shots, left foot, right foot, 30 yards.
Rockets. Rockets, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, his physique is just is unbelievable. That guy.
He's still playing a little bit now, I think last time he was still playing. He still looks the same. It's weird. He still looks the same, Nani.
Yeah.
He's playing in that, that indoor football they do in London. I forgot what it's called.
Okay.
He plays in that. He's playing in that a little bit. But yeah. Valencia. Now Valencia was good, but Nani was special. Ashley Young is not better. That's for real. Ashley Young, yeah. Nani's gifted 100%. 100% over Saka, 100%. 110% baller league. That's it. I've seen him playing in that baller league. I saw some clips of him playing in that baller league the other day.
So we playing Arsenal this Sunday.
This Sunday, I think it's Super Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. I think it's Super Sunday.
Sweet.
And we're on at 4:30, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm working Saturday, man. So yeah, do you know what? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
4:30 Sunday. And before, and guess what the games before that? There's 4 games. There's 5 games kick off on Sunday. Brentford, Nottingham Forest, 2:00. Crystal Palace, Chelsea, 2:00. Newcastle, Aston Villa, 2:00. Manchester United against Arsenal, 4:30.
Super Sunday.
I might do a watch along, I might do a watch along because Saeed will be down in London doing a watch along. So I might do a watch along for the Arsenal game. I'll see. I will let you know, people.
Oh, Ben Fartador is here.
Big up, Ben.
I thought I smelt something dodgy, man. Big up, Ben. Big up, Ben.
Big up, Ben. Big up.
How are you, man?
Yo, I can't show any clips. But I'll post them. If you follow me, I'll post them on my X. I'll post a video. I'll see if I can post some videos on X. Even though I got done yesterday. Guess what, Jarvis? I recorded that little bit there video that I sent you yesterday of Bodo Glimt goal. Twitter banned me. I was suspended for a couple of hours.
Wow. Well, Twitter, yeah. But you should be careful, you should always remove the watermarks and tags and all of that. So
what a third goal, man.
Oof.
That goal.
Jarvis, big up.
Jens Petter Hauge.
The step over.
Do you know what? They played City like we played City.
They did.
They played City like we, I swear down.
But you know,
It's-
that's the way to beat City. Just
Yeah.
possessional play is dead. That's my statement. It's dead. It's all about physicality now, directness.
It's gone back
Lot
to
of-
that.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
it's not new, is it? This Jarvis. This is football previously. Then everybody went for the Barcelona blueprint. Now we're making another shift, just direct.
Well, the biggest, as I said, the biggest difference is man marking all over the pitch, and that's why you don't have any systems anymore. Because when you man mark, you don't mark your zone. You know, if you have a zone, let's say you are a right back, your zone is defensively on the right hand side. But
Yeah.
you know, if you play a right back today, your job is to mark the winger. That's
Yeah.
your job. You don't have any zone. You have to take care of the winger. So it doesn't matter. You follow him all over the pitch, and that's why you hardly see any formations now. You don't see, you know, defensively. You see teams drop down in a defensive shape, but we don't have the regular formations as we are used to. And you know, that's why, because all teams now attack with 3 centre backs, 2 midfielders, and 5 attackers. And if you play with a back 4, you know, you are outnumbered. So everybody is dropping down and going everywhere to take out their guys. So there's hardly any positions anymore, and that's the biggest issue. But the only way now to beat teams is you got to be good man against man. You have to be extremely good in dribbling, but you don't always beat your man by dribbling. You can also beat your man by being physical. You know, you can just take the ball and bully yourself through. You know, you stride past your defender,
Mm.
or you can pass the ball. But you know, that's the most difficult thing, because it requires a lot of people doing the right thing in the right order to make it work. So we see a lot of direct play, and my bet is next season we will see even more long balls. You know, people will stop entirely playing out from the back. It will just be long balls, hoofing up, and trying to win second balls. It's so much easier. You play with a low risk and high reward. So
Don't know
I
if
think we're
that'll
back to the
be.
80s.
I don't know if that'll be fun to watch.
No. It's still, right now, it's not fun to watch. You know, it's too tactical in a way, and too many set pieces, corner kicks, long throw-ins, and all of that. So I think it's 27% of the goals, and Man United have 31% of their goals created by set pieces. And you know, if you go 3 years back, Man United only created 9% of their goals on set pieces. So it's been a fundamental change.
I
Big
think
up Ben in the chat, by the way. Big up Ben in the chat. Legend that is, Ben. You've been found guilty, Ben, but you're a legend still. Don't you worry about that.
yeah, Dav says, can we have Ben's heat map, please? And we've got an Arsenal fan, big up Bells Gant. He says, I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'd take Nani over Saka. He's a better athlete. So, yeah,
Athlete, he's just better skillful. Just left foot, right foot.
big up. Yeah.
Saka's only left foot, man. Man, he was both feet 30 yards out on the angle shooting.
Yeah, man. Football this season, I think for me as a drama, is much better than last season. Last season was pretty dead title race. Liverpool kind of just it was done. This year, it's Arsenal could start to run away with it if City drop off and Liverpool don't get their shit together. And I think Chelsea are too inconsistent. But up to this point, everybody's dropping points here and there. So there was actually a race, and there is, to an extent, still a race. So I think that part of it is good. And just as a side note, I'm still got a smile on my face from the City game, and there's this clip on YouTube or Shorts where there's a passage of play, man, where we're tiki-takaing the shit out of Man City. It goes to it's Kobe Minu, Bruno, Maguire, and honestly, and then it finishes off with Minu drops a shoulder, sells Semenyo, and we're away. There's a couple of those, and then there's one with Dalot to Mount to Bruno, back heel, Dalot's through. Honestly, and then there was the one where we get out of serious City press, but Bruno don't put quite a good ball in from the left flank. Some amazing stuff. I'm for the first time, I'm really looking forward to watching Man United on Sunday just because of what I saw the last game. Usually, it's quite mundane. It's kind of like I have to tick this box and watch the team, but I'm not expecting and I'm not excited. I'm just going to watch and maybe something will happen. But after that, I am really looking forward to watching Arsenal, God willing, on Sunday. And hopefully we can see a game, man, and enjoy it. And who knows, could we pull a result out? Why not?
Boombaye, can you do like a cheeky little prediction for the remainder of the season? What's your expectations? I know we haven't seen much. We've only seen one game, but your gut feeling. I'm not gonna hold you accountable for this. It's just for fun.
After that, just that one game, if I'm going just off that and how I feel now, I feel that we may be able to get a Champions League position.
So 4th, 5th, 3rd?
I mean, Jarvis, if fifth does it, it
Yeah,
makes no real odds to me. If we get in a Champions League, that's what we want. We want to be involved in that competition again. And hopefully, Ineos will put their hands in their pockets and get us prepared for that Champions League, the fact that they're in it. If Carrick does his job, the players do their job, then I hope that the people that own and run this thing will, to an extent, do their job and invest in this team.
Yeah. By the way, are you aware? Yeah.
Go ahead, Boombaye. Sorry, go ahead.
And I was just going to tell Boombaye if he's aware that Napoli is outside the playoff standing now in the Champions League standings.
No, 1 second, Jarvis. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, it's all going nuts. You're referring
Napoli,
to Conte.
Yeah, Conte. Napoli is 25th, so only the top 24 goes into the playoffs.
Goes through
right now.
He's problem with Conte. I don't know if you've been looking at the injury list. The club, man, they're decimated.
So what's going on? What's going on?
There's a big protest.
What?
Do you know? Nuruddin, mute the thing.
Yeah, I muted him. So yeah.
I think, bro, Conte in the league is doing all right. He's doing well. But you had McTominay out. He came back. Lobotka, who's really important for them. He's like their defensive engine. Was out. He just came back. And Gisa, who's really important for them, but he's out. He's been out for a month, and he'll be out for a long time. They lost De Bruyne that he bought for that Champions League. So effectively, Conte, they're quite a robust system. They move well together, hard to beat. But De Bruyne was going to be the creative outlet for that. He's out. Gilmore's out. So the backups, there's a lot of injuries there. And Lukaku has been missing like more or less the whole season, which is why Rasmus came in. So not making excuses for Antonio, but there's a lot of injuries there. And they could really have done with Kev and some of these players for the Champions League. Because, bro, I think with Conte, Jarvis, and please come back at me, this is a discussion, bro. I think with Antonio, what they achieved last season with Napoli was impressive. It wasn't a miracle, but it was impressive. Because they're not the best team in the league. They shouldn't have won that. And they lost their two main, he got rid of Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia he lost as well at Christmas. So he was effectively without his two most important players. And they went on and they did it, man. But the squad is not deep in terms of its quality. So they really need to prepare better for the Champions League. And Conte at the start of the year, because Conte in Europe is not amazing. Domestic competitions, he's good. But in Europe, his performances are not anything to like, wow. They don't match his domestic league performances as a manager. So he said, the team needs to get used to it. And we're going to have a bit of problems this year making the adjustments. So I think if they are in the Champions League next year, I think we'll see a different Napoli. They have underwhelmed as well, I have to say, in the Champions League. They've not had a rough ride. They're not playing the best of the best. I think City, they played. That was looking like a very good game until the red card of... they got a red card and that effectively killed the game. We had to take the Bryan off just to try and stop from getting whacked. But in the other games, man, it's like hit, miss, not quite great. And
but they couldn't beat like a 10-man Copenhagen at the end, So
yeah.
I think they will struggle to qualify, but you never know. They still have a chance. One game left.
One game left, though, so it's a must-win
so you have 5 teams on 8 points, and only 3 of them will go through. So it's almost 50-50. Yeah.
Who is it? Who's their last game? Do you know?
Napoli has. Just give me 2 seconds, and I will find out. They have full match schedule.
Yeah,
Chelsea home. No.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah, Chelsea home. Big up to Mohammed MUFC. Athletic Bilbao have got a real strong connection and affinity with the Palestinian cause historically.
Yeah, the Basque country. Yeah, solidarity with the Palestinians. Big up. Yeah, listen. Apparently, it's kicking off. It's kicking off in Russia.
There was a stabbing this afternoon in Russia.
Who was between who?
Well,
the Kurds and the Syrians are apparently kicking off.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's happening in Syria at the moment. ISIS and the Syrian government troops are being sent to, fight, and a lot of like mental stuff, lots of killing, mass killing.
So the Kurdish people, yeah.
So yeah, there's a revolt here. So there was a guy with a 3-star Syrian flag. His car got smashed in. Somebody was stabbed today. I can't say that stabbing was associated with that, but it very well might have been. It was just towards not where the petrol station is, the other end of Russia. Yeah, that happened. And now
that's
tonight,
crazy.
Yeah, so tonight there's a demo, obviously.
There's a demo. There's lots of things going on. They're saying there's lots of things going on, man. So this is the place where we grew up, people. It's in our neighborhood. This is where we grew up, and lots of things happening. It's all full of takeaway restaurants, shisha bars, and apparently people are kicking off with each other. But God, that's the last thing the world needs, man.
Yeah. Maybe it's because they want the Glazers out. Who knows?
Yeah. Go and do it against Old Trafford. I'm with them. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Now, we shouldn't make fun if people are getting killed, but solidarity and love with everybody who's been getting oppressed, whether they're in Syria, whether they're in anywhere in the world. Love, whether it's in Greenland. Fuck the Danish government. Fuck the Danes. Leave Greenland alone. Fuck the Americans. Leave Greenland alone. And free Palestine, free the Congo, free Sudan, free Haiti, free Kashmir, free Yemen. You know what I mean? Free Somaliland from fucking Zionist takeover and UAE bastards. So yeah. That's what I'm saying to you, King Carrick. Some good scran there, 100% the best scran in the town, man. Some amazing places to get some food from. But yeah, people, listen, I'm exhausted. I've done a conference today at the university. I was in a conference. I'm shattered. It angers me that I think because we'll be here. You mark my words, you'll be here. If one of the midfielders gets injured for Manchester United and we let Toby Collyer on loan, knowing that he can do a job for us from the bench, knowing that maybe some games he can play and we can, if we got injuries, some games he can play. It's absolutely disgraceful.
Bro, Carrick can do a job there.
Bowley, Jarvis. Oh, yeah. I want to thank Jarvis. Make sure you follow Jarvis Bowley, BOLE 77 on X. Make sure you follow Jarvis and check out the channel. It's at least on be 5,000 subscribers now for the amount of detail and
well done,
research
Jarvis.
and tactical breakdown that this Tactico Jarvis does. Shame on you for not subscribing to that channel. If you're really interested in football and the tactics of Manchester United and the different ways we play, you should be subscribing to that channel. Him and Stu, Mark, and the rest of the people that get on there do a fantastic job. So please check that out. Jarvis, when are you doing your match preview for Man City?
Stu and I are doing the match preview. Tomorrow's Thursday, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, so tomorrow night, 9 p.m.
We're
doing the preview, yeah.
Well, people need to go and check that channel out. You need to go and check that. You'll get a tactical breakthrough on how we can beat Arsenal. They'll break it down. Jarvis will have his tactical board out, and he'll break it down how we can beat Arsenal, or at least not get beat there. Bumbaye, you'll never see him anywhere else.
Bro, when are we doing our post?
I'm gonna do it with Saeed on Friday.
Yeah.
But if you want,
no
need,
bro.
I can do with Saeed, but we'll do the match reaction on Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll be going live with the match reaction on Sunday. And if I do a watch along, I'll be going match reaction. But yeah, we can do the panel at night, Sunday night, no problem. Big up to every one of you. Like we said, yeah, free everybody. F the Glazers, F Ineos. I just think putting demands on Carrick, saying he needs to finish in the Champions League place, and you're not even going, and you've got a player there who's done it for Manchester United in Manchester United. It's not alone. He's already done it. He's already proved it. And you're sending him alone. It's indefensible. Ineos Glazers are absolute clowns. We've got clowns running our football club. And I really hope and pray that this doesn't bite us in the back. That we're not sitting here in 3 games' time going, oh shit, we've got no backup in midfield. Yeah, Jarvis, give me your last word of the show. Talk to me.
Yeah, when it comes to the tactics of the game, we have seen Carrick in one game against Manchester City. So that's a game where it's okay to sit back. I'm very interested seeing what we can do against lesser teams, West Ham's and Everton's and all of these teams.
Fulham, likes of Fulham.
Fulham. I don't know how Carrick will solve this with this group of players, because we still we can put in effort, we can give 100% and actually play good football. But when we play against a low block, for example, we need to have quality. We need to have tempo in the passes. We need to have good ball control. We need to be able to dribble, beat our man, create chances. So it will be interesting to see how Carrick solves this. And I'm looking forward for the next couple of games. But the Arsenal game will be similar to the City game. But the problem with Arsenal is they don't open up. There's not much space to counter into, to run into. So they will always be in balance. And Arsenal are pretty strong if we go man against man. They have strong players. They have Saliba. They have Gabriel. They have a player like Declan Rice, for example. Yeah. I think he's amazing, especially 1-against-1. How he never dribbles, but he beats his man just with pure physicality sometimes. He just pushes him away and runs with the ball. So again, it will be a really, really tough game, the Arsenal game. And if we can get away with something, I will be happy. Not 3 points, I don't expect it, but maybe we can draw 0-0 something. Just lock down the game and hope for the best.
Boxing straight talk. We beat Arsenal, lads. Trust me. Okay, I hope you're here for the post match to get your flowers or get your beats.
Yeah, I just want to explain.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, I just want to explain. Big up Boxing Straight. I want to explain to Jamie Wayne. Jamie Wayne, there is a Syrian community. There's Syrian takeaways, people of Syrian heritage, and there are people of Kurdish Syrian heritage. And basically, now the Zionists ruled Syria. They're ruled by Israel now. Israel is taking part of Syria. The Syrian government there is doing the bidding of the US and Israel and is murdering some of the Kurdish people, Kurdish Syrians. So the people here wanted to hold a demo, and some dickhead put a Syrian flag, and it kicked off. That's what's happening in Winslow Road. Let's hope it's just 1 or 2 demos. Let's hope it's nothing serious, and I hope nobody gets hurt. So that's what we don't want, man. But yeah, boxing straight. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game against Arsenal. But the test for me is what we do against the teams where we should be.
High.
Yeah, that we should be. That give us the ball and see how we open them up. That is where it's going to be. But people, big up to everyone. You, like I said, the least you could do is go and check out Tactical Devils. Make sure you are there, and tomorrow at 9 o'clock, they'll be breaking the game down. You can have your views. Don't watch it on X. Please go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel and like the video while you're there.
Thank you.
Bombaye, we'll see him hopefully. If anything break news, then we'll be live tomorrow night, 10 or 11. But if not, we'll see us on Friday with Saeed. I'm just tired. I'm recovering from the flu, and it's been the first week back in work, and I'm really tired, man. I can't tell you guys. Boy.
Yalla, let's hit the sack then.
Yeah. Big up, Ben. Ben, you can't defend yourself in court, mate. You've been found guilty. Jarvis has done the investigation.
Trial is over.
Yeah. Fartgate investigation over. Ben, guilty. I didn't do the investigation. Jarvis, I trust Jarvis. He said you are guilty. He done a proper tactical breakdown on the footage today.
You know, you're gonna have to think of a sentencing, and if he's on the post-match, that will be come for your sentencing, Ben.
Sin bin.
Sin bin.
Nah, you know what, Ben? I can guarantee you right now, there is no sentencing. When nature calls, you must go, but you just need to mute first before you fart. That's all we ask.
I think Ben was trying to get everyone's attention. He needed to have his say. He certainly did that.
Look at that, Ben Brown pants. Oh my God!
No.
Leave him alone, people.
Be
Leave
nice.
him alone.
Be nice.
As Imran Udin comes with his Fabrizio Romano has been awarded the Ballon. Ben has been awarded the Ballon Fatador. Cannot appeal, UEFA said sources. Fabrizio YouTube. On that note, we'll leave you on that note, people. Yeah. F the Glazers, F Ineos. If you want to be down with them, then F you too. F the military, the colonizers, the Zios. You know what to do, people. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you disagree or not. Should Toby Collyer be kept? Because Casemiro gasses out and we might get injuries in the last 16 games. Peace, love, and love. Ineos, Potato, Barada, Wilcox, Weetabix are a disgrace. Take care. Smell the broccoli. Nothing wrong with the broccoli, mate. It's good for you. Mumbai, big up to you for coming on. Yeah, Jarvis, big up to you for jumping on. Appreciate you always. Take care, people. Check out Jarvis and Stu tomorrow at Tactical Devils. Breakdown Arsenal, Manchester United.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock tomorrow. Peace. Take care, people. Good night.
Peace.